What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Amazon.com with the ticker symbol AMZN. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So here we have the daily chart for Amazon, and it continues to rally higher with a bunch of other tech stocks. So this is a strong breakout, and it's a breakout of this channel right here. So if I connect the swings, this is fitting pretty good against the price action. We have a little bit small breakouts of it, but this is still showing this downward angle of the price. Then price broke outside of this channel because it retested the 2020 lows. So if that was the low of 2020, it could be the low of 2023. So I'll mark that with a horizontal line. Remove that. So again, this was a very strong support. It was the low of 2020 where prices crashed down to. And then you can clearly see that there was a huge rally after that. Price came back right to that same level. So if it was a good buying area in the past, it could be a good buying area in the future, and that's what occurred. So if you didn't know what's going to happen on the right side of the chart, you would be expecting at least a short-term bounce, and that even led to a huge rally up. So now, where does it look like prices are going? Well, since we just bounced off the 2020 lows, we could be going for the highs right over here, the all-time highs, because this looks like some type of ranging pattern. Very large ranging pattern, so we might not go any lower, but that doesn't mean we won't get pullbacks. Let me go ahead and zoom in on the shorter term price structure. So you can see there was a nice breakout of this channel. Prices are in a very strong uptrend. It's a very strong uptrend because the corrections are very small. So you see that the bulls are just buying every pullback they can get, and this is a very strong breakout and a very strong uptrend, meaning it can continue much further than we think. You can see there was this very strong uptrend. There was this consolidation pattern. The bulls bought the breakout, and they're probably riding it to maybe the mid 130s. So you can see the price broke outside of this consolidation, this bull flag, and it looks like we could be seeing higher prices. So I'll be looking for this level right here. I think this is looking like it wants to go up higher. It's not guaranteed. But this looks like a level that's acting as a magnet because it was a strong resistance, or it was a strong support turned into resistance. It looks like price could be coming back up to retest it for resistance, or we break it for support if it turns into support later. We'll see. So this is a potential resistance at the mid 130s, and that coincides with the 50% retracement. So this is right at the midpoint of this downtrend. So if I do a fib retracement, you can see it's at 50% right at this horizontal line at the mid 130s. So generally, a trend will pull back around the 50% mark, give or take maybe 10%, 50%. So normally you'll see it around that. So this is still a pullback in this downtrend. So we could still see lower prices. So after we reach this level, which looks highly likely, there's a good chance maybe we see a decent sized pullback. Maybe we get higher prices after that. Maybe we see lower prices. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm just saying that generally we're not going to continue at this angle all the way up to the all-time highs. I mean, I really haven't seen a lot of charts doing that. That takes a lot of buying pressure, and to move up that far in a slim channel like this, I mean, come on, that's a very rare thing. So we're probably going to break the channel, do a pullback, and then the channel will probably just get wider, and that would make more sense, something like that. So we'll have to wait and see. But as right now, this is a very strong uptrend. It's a good breakout. I still see higher prices at this 135 level. Looks like we could probably find resistance and then maybe get a decent sized pullback. Maybe not this large. It doesn't even have to look like this. The pullback could be just this, some sideways trading. But either way, this is looking pretty good, and we'll see how it develops. So that's all I have for Amazon on the daily chart. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for Amazon, and you can see that obviously this is a uptrend. Prices will normally continue to trend up over time, especially for stocks. If the company continues to grow, the price will also follow. So if you do a fib retracement, if you just look at this chart, you can just see this is a drop about 50%. So I don't even need to do a fib retracement. You can already tell this is about 50% retracement of this entire up move since 2008. So in the 2008 lows to the highs, you can see it's right around the 50% mark. So prices pull back. So this is technically a pullback in an uptrend. So this is the larger pattern that will probably take precedence over the shorter term structure. So this is looking pretty good. You can see there was this downtrend channel in play, and now prices are breaking outside of that downtrend channel. I'm still expecting a retest or 2 legs down. So if we go a little bit higher, I'm expecting 2 legs down, and then when those 2 legs down fail, that is a good chance it probably leads to higher prices. So right now, tech stocks, they're breaking out. They could go a little bit more higher, but after that, I'm expecting a decent sized correction. It doesn't have to be a downward correction. It could be sideways correction, but some type of correction, just a pause in the market, and then there's a good chance prices will probably still continue to push up higher. Again, that's not guaranteed, but it's likely to occur. So that's all I have for Amazon this week, Saturday. Like I said before, we bounced off the 2020 lows. All-time highs is a key level because it's an obvious level that everyone's looking at. Everyone can see that this is the all-time highs. There's no subjectivity to that. So it's on practically everyone's chart. And if they're looking at it, and if more traders are looking at the chart, or more traders are looking at an area on the chart, then obviously becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy that it will act as a potential support or resistance. So this all-time highs is a very important level, and this 2020 lows where we just bounced from is an important level because it's the lows of the downtrend. So again, we could just be chopping back and forth in this bounds of $80 level and 180. We'll have to wait and see, maybe something like this. But as right now, this is breaking out. It's a very strong breakout. Very hard to predict the top for this type of breakout. Good chance is probably around the mid 130s. After that, we see some pause in the market or a pullback for higher prices. So let's see what happens. But either way, I'll give you guys an update next week, Saturday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.